Hello to anybody who still even watches my channel. Paradigm Customs back. I apologize for the long hiatus. A lot of things have changed. A lot of work has kind of fell into my lap, so it's been keeping me real busy. So much so that couldn't do knives, and things changed in my personal life to where I had to set this stuff aside for quite a lot. I did a couple kind of here and there. Haven't had the chance. So I am coming back now. I am trying to get back into the habit of making custom knives. I still take orders, but they are few and far between. I've got 3, I think, that I need to finish up. But other than that, I don't have any. If you've got any questions or requests, just PM me, ParadigmCustomScales.com. I'm sorry, ParadigmCustomScales@gmail.com. And I'll answer any questions you've got. Give you a price for stuff if you're wanting to get something done. But yeah, let's just get into it. The first thing I've got is something that will have already been in the mail by the time I post this video. But this is a Spyderco Resilience. This is the big one, the biggest of the economy line, and this has the full package, right? So stone wash everything, custom scales, and so this does not have an edge on it. It will go back dull, and the owner will put the edge on it themselves. But here we go. Just that same stone wash that I always have. Still use the same machine, same media. And you can just barely make out the Spyderco logo. Same as the actually the made in China stuff, it's a little harder to see. Anyway, if you didn't already catch a peek there, it is carbon fiber in the double reptilian pattern. And this has red liners. Pocket clip's also been acid dipped and stone washed. This one I kind of did by hand. That's why it looks a little different. That's why you kind of see some of these little smaller spots. But it turned out okay. There we go. This thing's so big I can't hardly even get it into the frame. Still working off of the small little area off of my table that I've got here to work on. Hope to change that soon, so at least I can have more space to show off knives. But yeah, so double reptilian. And not to like poke holes or be really big on myself about it. I did invent this pattern, and I did it based off of Jeff Tough Thumb's pattern, the reptilian and the double diamond pattern. So I just kind of merged those together and got this, and that's the reason why I call it the double reptilian. So that's the genesis of the pattern, and that's the main reason why I like to say that Jeff is kind of the OG of all patterns, because anything worth having on your knife probably started off as a sample pattern from him. So like I said, I think that looks real well, and the red liners was the request of the customers, so boom, red liners. I like it. Drilled some holes through here. You could see the red, or take away enough of the carbon fiber to see the edge of the red from the side. That would have been really cool. I've done a couple like that, but that's not what he wanted. Anyway, so there's that. Okay. The next is a knife that I did, sold, and then came back. A guy wanted a little more work done. So this is my Cosmos pattern, and this is an Emerson Reliant. So it's got the Tanto. So this is a user. He uses the heck out of this knife. And I just basically bronzed all the hardware, and then the liners as well. So they're all nice and bronzed because that was his request. And what you'll see in the other two knives I've got is I reprofiled the pocket clip, which I'll be doing to any Emerson that comes in now just because I really like it. I just, for whatever reason, the Emerson pocket clips just look like a big chunk of junk. They work really well, but they're really kind of missing in the flare department. So what I did was I just decided to make them look better. And the way I did that was by reshaping it. And it just looks real organic. It looks like it should have been that way to begin with. And I like it. So it's just been hourglassed, basically. And this has been heavily stone washed and bronzed. So that was the other thing he wanted done, because he just wanted something different. So I did all the screws, the liners. So it's like that on both the liners. And with the holes, you see it almost looks like, I don't know, probably more like bullet holes really, if it was a different set of colors. If it was not toxic green and black, if it was, say, OD green or tan and black or gray and black, it'd probably look more like bullet holes. But this is my Cosmos pattern. I really like it, and just going all the way through the scales to the liners really kind of just shows a little more color. And you know, that was his request for kind of taking this up a little bit in customization. So like I said, that's just hourglass, that pocket clip. That's a standard Emerson pocket clip that I've done that to. So the other two that you'll see, one is this knife. It's been customized very differently, pivot and everything, but that has also been done. Now these other two knives are for sale. These are my knives. So I am asking $350 and $375 for them, or best offer. But we will start with the Reliant, and these have been done to the 10s. So this is as custom as I can possibly offer. So because these are my knives, I did almost all the knives in my personal collection look like this. So this is the style in which I like to customize my personal knives. When I fancy up a knife, this is how I do it. I like to alter I like to anodize all the hardware that's possible, give myself a nice custom pocket clip, and the way the scales are done are the way that I kind of envision kind of a new age gentleman's knife. So this is a Reliant, and this is brand new. So when I say it's in my collection, these are the knives that I don't carry. I buy them new, I customize them, and then I basically kind of just keep them in a case. So I don't really ever carry these, but I do like to have them all look the same. So I've got probably, I don't know, 8 to 12 knives that have these same scales, just on different knives. And this is the style, this is the design that I've come up with that I personally like. So this is the only one I've ever seen like this. And the reason why is because of Emerson. And so you can see, I mean, it's just brand new, right? It's 146, a very low number. I got it at a trade show, and like I said, this thing's razor sharp. And so this is done in the style of the higher end Emersons that are the limited production runs. Got a little grease on there, or dust. Anyway, so this is black with a lightning strike bolster and all hardware bronzed. So check that out. And when I say all hardware bronzed, I mean all hardware. The liners. And again, this is my pocket clip that I like. So I take an Emerson and I do this to it. This is the pocket clip that let me close this before I stab myself. And you can see how it's dead center, very smooth, You don't even hardly even clear. And it's very early. Very early lockup. Very nice. Like I said, very beautifully bronzed. Dead center. Okay. And I have milled out the black. I kept the factory backspacer just because it's already black, but I mill out the black G10 and I add in lightning strike, and I just think that with bronzing the hardware and the liners, obviously not the stop pin, because you don't really want to mess with the heat integrity of that, the hardness. You want that to always be nice and solid. And the pivot. Okay. And the pocket clip. And that just has all kinds of really nice color to it. Hand rub. And you just get all kinds of bronze and purple colors. And like I said, so the hardware, the screws are black to match the top, but the pivot has been bronzed, and the pocket clip has been bronzed, and obviously it has been hourglassed. And this is just, they're nice and thin. This is the way I like mine. Concealed carry, and just it's very nice. So this one is $375. These are a little harder to come by. The Reliance, they're harder to come by now. So I know that I've got two in this video, but to be fair, he got this at the same trade show I got mine. In fact, you can see the number there. Same batch, and he's really used his quite a lot. You can't even hardly see where it says the year, but you can on this one. And it is brand new. Like I said, that is just the style that I really like all of my knives to have. So, like I said, the next one you're going to see is just like this. They're basically a matching set because all the knives in my collection look like this, because I've done this to all of them. Concealed carry, lightning strike bolster. So, like I said, there's that. I'll set that there, okay? Because, well, I'll move it out of frame because it's still kind of in the way. This next one is a Horseman black blade. So it's got the bronze lettering on it, and I have bronzed the pivot, not the pivot, God, the thumb disc, and the pivot, and the liners, and the pocket clip. And once again, it's been hourglassed. So that is just fantastic. So this is $350, and this is brand new, same as the other one. Dead center, razor sharp, and just look at that, all that layer of bronzing. Black bronze. It's just, I really like it, and it just turned out really well. Once again, kept the factory backspacer just because it was already black, and did the concealed carry black G10, like I said, nice and thin. Even the pivot's a little raised on that one side, still recessed over here, and lock up on this one, as you can see, very early as well. Let me get my hand out of there. Yeah, there you go. Very early. There, now you can see that. Probably 20%. And it just absolutely screams class. So that's why I've done this to all my knives. And just doing that to an Emerson pocket clip, I think, really kind of takes away from the brickiness of the of the factory look, and just kind of gives a whole lot of class to it. So $350, $375. These are for sale. If you've got any questions, or you want to, if you feel that that's a little too high and you want to try and ask for, or offer a better offer, or offer what you believe is your best offer, I will hear it. But no low balls. I mean, these are harder to find and extremely customized. So, like I said, this right here, and you can see that they're absolutely perfect. Both of these are perfectly aligned on the bevels. On the bolsters. You can see how it's exactly mirrors. So, PM me or email me at paradigmcustomscales@gmail.com, and I will respond in kind. Once again, I am sorry that it's been so long since I've made a video, but I am going to try and get back into this as soon as I can. This is just one that I need to move these because I need some funds for some other tooling for knives, but also just because I don't carry these, and I'm really trying to get to where I just have maybe 5 or 6 in my collection that I really like. And I've got one of these that is the stone wash blade with the serrations that I happen to like more. So this one I'm happy to part with because it just looks like somebody should have it. And I don't use it; it stays in the case. So I would think somebody would get a lot of use out of it. Once again, that kind of new tactical gentleman look. If you've got any questions, like I said, just message me and I'm happy to respond. Thanks guys, and I'll be trying to make another video real soon. Later days.